So what we're going to talk about first is the James Newton Howard piano. And I had been looking forward to this. And this is, again, this is the Casio I'm just kind of noodling on. Um, and so I've been looking forward to this ever since the keynote announcement. So they went into James Newton Howard's studio. And James, of course, is known for so many iconic movie scores and, just so many iconic musical moments. And this Steinway in his studio is one that he uses in sketching and, writing and scoring and that kind of thing. And it was almost like he wanted his own personal piano in a way that he could kind of take it with him, put it on his laptop, and when he's out, what would it be like to be able to bring your own piano on the road with you to compose? And so pretty much that's kind of like the idea behind this. It's got 25 dynamic layers and then some different mic mixes by Alan Meyerson. So let's just jump in and load the pure piano. And this is just without any like EQ or Alan Meyerson magic, so to speak. And this is the sustains. And I just have the initial mix. Yeah, it is. It is. It's about 160 gigabytes, but that is using the sine compression. So when you push it out, it's going to be close to that 750 gig. Um, yeah, so that's a lot of piano, and this is only the key down. But let's just play, and then we'll talk some more about this piano. So. Play it again, Simeon. It's still the same old story. The fight for love and glory, a case or do or die. The fundamental things apply as time goes by. The fundamental things apply as time goes by. And I don't premeditate what I play. It was like, so it's just hot off the wire, I don't know how that happens, but and it's a dry studio. Yeah, let's just kind of listen to that. You've got to watch the videos on Orchestral Tools site because it shows you the position of the piano. It shows you kind of like where the mics are. I want you to see something. I've not seen this particular mic position before. This is the room. You've got a nice it's a tight room. It's not. It doesn't look like it's a very large room. And then you've got that wood panel there, and that's gold to just get some warm reflections and things. But this is the mic setup that you have. You have the spot mics, and you have the little spot mics here, and then the room mics over here. Let me show you this one particular mic position. Okay, so the lid is open, but the mics are sitting out here, outside of the lid. I've never seen that before. I've never seen that before. And so the mix position makes a mix of the spot, close, back, and room. So let me just turn the mix position off, and let's just listen to the spot mic. This is the pure piano without any additional magic going on here. And if you guys want to throw keys out every once in a while, throw a key or two out, I'll just kind of look over and got my nano key there, so I won't be messing with that. But you got that nice release. And 25 dynamic layers, that's a lot. Hypotheses, I see you. And I hear a little bit of like when you're playing the key, I hear the dampers kind of clamp down. Yeah. And this is still the spot mic. So you get a very close-up sound. Yeah, and you do have the pedal every once in a while coming up. And if you hear little crackles every once in a while, just take in consideration all of the extra overhead that I have due to the live streaming and things. No round robins. Okay, let's see. So Pierre had F sharp. Let's see who's next. Yeah, that's kind of fun. That kind of helps me. So let's go to the close mic, and we'll go to E minor for a rod. Yeah. Ooh, listen to that. Now let me load the spot this is both of these together. And let's just go close, spot. So the spot mic has a tighter sound, like as far as the stereo feel. Let's go to the close. Yeah, so it kind of opens, it kind of opens up a little bit. Okay, let's see what the next key is. And that's still the spot mic. I'm gonna just keep it close on. Yeah. Okay. So let me go back. Yeah, so this is a spot. So Arad, you you can't do either. You can't do either because the SINE player does not have a built-in reverb. There's no built there are no effects or reverb, and there is not a pedal control. But let me show you this. Just while we've got the pure piano up here pulled up, let me show you this. So if you've not heard of Simplicity before, Simplicity, hey, listen, you're just we're in sync. We're just kind of like in sync here, DJ KL. But Simplicity has created some fabulous reverbs, and one of them being Berlin Studio. This is a reverb based of the Teldex. It's the Teldex studio where most of the Berlin Orchestra has been recorded. So I just so happen to have that pulled up. Let me just give you a heads up too. So they're having a summer sale. If you use the code Berlin deal at checkout, you get 50% off. So the Berlin Studio is currently at 85 euros. It's normally 169. So for a limited time, I don't know how long this is going to be, but yeah. So but let's take a listen. Let's take a listen. Let me put the spot mics on. I'm going to place this kind of like in the mid stage, so you can kind of see this is where the mid stage position is, and then we have control over the Decatree mics, the AB mics, the surround mics, and so I'm going to pull this back up. And you hear right away what this does to this piano. That's another reason why I love using dry instruments, because you can do things like this. Let me see. I'm going to make this a little bit smaller here. There we go. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to turn the surround mics down a little bit, turn the AB, and let's just listen to the Decatree. And it just changes the character. Okay, a bit too much. Okay. Let's see, let's turn the surround mics down a little bit more. Let's just listen to the Decatree. Yeah, and the stereo, let's see, the width there. Yeah, it just adds something very beautiful to this. Oh, there it is. There's the here's the width, and we can just kind of play with the width of that mic position. It just kind of puts it in just such a beautiful space. Okay, let's just oh boy. Okay. Let's turn the let's turn the close mics on for this. And let me just see what we can do here. The A B pair. Let's listen to the A B pair for this. Let's see. See. It just kind of gives it that extra life, you know. I'm just going to bring up a little bit more. Um, I think that's the key. Yeah, isn't that cool? And you can just keep going with stuff like this. And let's just turn the surround mics on. Just listen to hear what those. Still using the close mics here with the James Newton Howard piano here. So that's just the surround mic. So I'll see if I can drop a link in the description. Yeah. Okay. So Nigel, let's see what we can do. One thing that you got to remember, that each time that you add a mic position, the amount of voices increases to the extent of how many mic positions. So if one mic position uses one voice, two mic positions will use two voices, and so on. So if we use 10 voices per note, um, that's 40 notes per note using 4 mic positions. So that that could build up. So let's see. I'm just going to just click them all on. I'm not going to turn the mix position on because that wouldn't make sense, because that is all of the mics sort of blended together in a single mix. The other thing that happens, okay, so let's see. So right now, I'm seeing that RAM meter climb up, and it's getting close to 2.6. 2.6 gigs with spot, close, back, and room. Um, okay, so one note. Okay, well, let's see. So 16. So it looks like that when I hit one note, I'm seeing 16 voices pop up, and so each one of these, they're using like 4 voices. Okay, so here we go. This is all of the mics kind of, and they're all kind of in, unit, like a unity gain type of thing. I think at this time, Chad, it could be because this is the other thing we got to remember. This is the first flagship piano that Orchestral Tools has come out with. So I think it's new ground. Let me turn off the Berlin studio. It's new ground. They're doing different things with the SINE player to make this work. So yeah, now this, see, listen how dry that is. I like how it has that nice ring. Yeah, and CPU is just like saying, what are you doing to me? So 60, 70, and spiking a little bit around 100 sometimes. Yeah. Mercy, have mercy on me. And I am going like 400 voices sometimes, and so that's a little much, yeah. I'm using Pierre. I'm using the i9 9900K, and it's got a lot of miles on it. Yeah, and let's see. I don't think it is. And let me just look in the options real quick. But I don't see. Let's see, performance, and yeah. See, I don't see anything about multi-thread, because that does help. That does help a lot. Yeah, it does do the mic merging, and the thing is, you don't really. Okay, so I'm just going to turn the mix position on and just turn these off. It's the same. For me, the mix position sounds just as good as having all of those other 4 individuals enabled. And let me just look these back up, and we can kind of do a direct comparison. So this is all 4, all 4. That's the key. So that's the individual mics, and so let's go and just solo the mix. Yeah, it's just from Yeah, I think it just makes sense, and unless you're going for something very specific, I would say the mix position works good. One of the other things that you've got to remember, that each mic position has its own noise component to it. So when you think about this, and this is something that the video the video explains a little bit more. So if you're in a studio and you just hit one note on the piano and record that one note, you hit that one note, you record that one note, you're also recording the noise floor in that note, inherent in that. So what happens is when you play a chord and just record that, you're still just only getting the noise floor from that single recording. But when you play a sampled instrument and you play a chord, you're getting multiple recordings being played back. And each one of those recordings has its own noise floor that comes along with it, as you know, it just brings its baggage with it. And so the more notes that you play, of course you hear the notes, but with each of those individual notes, they all have an associated noise floor with them. So that's why sometimes sampled pianos have an issue with a lot of the just mic noise and just general noise floor buildup, because it's just the accumulation of all of that stuff. And if you can hear the noise floor, God bless you. Take care of that. You know, sometimes it's good to be able to hear that noise sometimes. Yeah, don't take your hearing for granted. It's so easy to do, like with our sight and our hearing. You know, take care of it. Yeah. So that is just the pure mix. And let's do this. Let's load up the cinematic. But this is the cinematic Alan Meyerson mix. Welcome to Fathom Events. Yeah, that's the thing. Yeah, so this is an Alan Meyerson mix. Those little catches of the dampers every once in a while. And no reverb. Oh, I guess he's got something going on when he's got this, because it's got a definite difference in the decay. Yeah, I'd like to know more about what they did with that. And audioing, no, there is no sympathetic resonance to this. Yeah, no sympathetic resonance. Nothing like you would see in maybe like a Vienna library or something. You know, like a lot of the other virtual pianos that we're used to. You know, everybody has like half pedaling, sympathetic resonance, all of that stuff. No. It's not there. But it's okay. I didn't even see that, Chad. But it's just like, yeah. So it's like the scripture. It's like the scripture in Isaiah. Before they call, I will answer, and while they're yet speaking, yeah, no half pedaling. But like I said, this is the beginning. This is the beginning, I think, for Orchestral Tools. And Polly, you're absolutely right. Yeah. Mm-mm-mm-mm. Yeah, just to sketch out a cue or something. Yeah, and 700 gigabytes uncompressed. And that is including all of the different variants, like the cinematic, the dark, the soft. And you can select, and that is with all the mic positions downloaded as well. You can pick and choose the mic positions, and that's going to address the size on your hard drive, on your SSD, or whatever storage of your choice. So let's do this. I'm going to turn on the spot mic in the cinematic. Now this is the cinematic. It's got that nice little ambient. Okay, Pytox. I knew that could be coming. Let's just do this real quick with the no with the cinematic here. Uh, and of course, we're going to do the black hole immersive here. Yeah, this is. We've set a new record, yeah. Yeah, so that's this segment was sponsored by Eventide Black Hole. Let's see. I don't know, Chad. Wow, that's fun. Okay, let's go and pull up the stage piano. Why not? And this is the stage piano mix. It's got that little something. I'd like to know exactly what Alan's doing with this, what reverb or whatever is going on, because yeah, let's see, the dark piano. And one of the things that I've heard about this piano in particular, that it's not for those really slamming dynamics. It's really suited for just almost getting just like the F or the FF, but not like the absolutely loudest things. Just for some nice sketching things. This is the dark piano. Yeah, you hear a little bit of that nice. Hey, Polly, thank you so much. Yeah, audioing, there is not a felt version, but there is like an ambient. It's nice. It's kind of um, a nice blanket type of feeling, you know. Oh, okay, okay, Halvard. Yeah. Okay, let's see. And then the soft piano. Yeah. So this is the soft piano. Very nice. I love that soft piano. And the cool thing about it is, I don't know if you guys recognize that that particular piece there. But the 70th anniversary of The Sound of Music is coming up in September, and so they're going to re-release it. They're going to release it back in the theater in September. And when I saw it pop up, boom, we got our tickets, and I can't wait to see it. Nothing like seeing movies, classic movies in the theater. I'll never forget the first time seeing The Sound of Music on the big screen in middle school. Fabulous, just life-changing. Okay, so this is the pure piano, and I'll just do like just a rudimentary kind of like soft to loud. So here we go. And I'm just going to slowly, gradually hit it a little bit harder. And that's at the top, so. I love the zing. Yeah, Chad. That's what I like. Just that little zing, that life. And yeah. Yeah, so that's that. So make sure you check out the videos and the resources on the Orchestral Tools website to learn more about this piano.
Piano is very important to me. It's just a real huge part of my life. And I do compose a fair amount of stuff on it. I tend to write more themes on this. I think when you get a certain kind of sound or a certain kind of feeling about an instrument, you write differently. I really believe that this particular piano has inspired a lot of themes I've composed. I was on the list with Steinway, and basically what that list meant is that whenever they got what they thought was a ringer, they would call me up and I would go to New York and play it. And I was very lucky to get the call on this piano because it's an exceptional, beautiful instrument. Piano, I think, is the only instrument, really, that can compete with the full orchestra and just kind of hold its own. Those kinds of dynamics are just, they help me sound like makes me sound like a better player. I think good sounds inspire creativity. they almost write something by themselves. I hope that anybody who has the library finds it inspiring, invigorating, and will help you in your process in some way.